Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm sure you are listening to me either in the morning or the afternoon or the evening. Now, under grade 2 science lesson today. Before then, let me introduce myself. I'm Sir Collins, so I'll be your facilitator for this lesson. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's start. Now, what are we supposed to know as pupils in grade 2? And the science lesson, what are we supposed to know? If we learned a lot when we were in basic 1 or grade 1. Now you've come to grade 2. So what are you supposed to know as learner in grade 2? Now let's move on to our lesson for today. Now, under science in grade 2, we'll be looking at diversity of matter. Why did I say diversity of matter? Now, under diversity of matter, we'll be looking at living and non-living things. So you can see it over on your screen. Living and non-living things. So we'll be also looking at basic structure of plant. Basic structure of plant. So under one indicator, so what we're supposed to know under basic structure of plant is know the basic structure of plant, that is the root, the stem, the leaves, and the flowers. And there's one basic part of the plant that you must also know. We shall come to it. Let's move on. Now, what do you see there? See a very nice picture there. What is it? It is a plant. So what is a plant? Can anyone tell me? Because I'm sure if you learned what a plant is when you were in class 1. So here too, we are still learning what plant is, but we are adding more other things to what we learned in class 1. I hope you are getting me. So what is a plant? Do you see plant around you when you are moving to school? If you are walking with your friends to school, if you are in your daddy's car or your mommy's car, do you see plant around you? Of course, you see them. So what is it then? Let's see what it is. A plant is a living thing that grows in the soil. I hope you get it. A plant is a living thing that grows in the soil. So anytime you see plant, you realize it is down the soil. Okay, you see that it has entered the soil, so it grows out of the soil. So let's continue. Looking around us, we can see different kinds of plant. We can see different kinds of plant. I hope you'll be seeing them anytime. Okay, we're back to the next slide. First example is granite plant. See how nice it is. You have the maize plant, you have the tomato plant, you have the sweet potato plant, you have the watermelon plant, you have the lettuce plant, onion plant, coconut plant, pepper plant, and sunflower plant. I hope you've seen some examples of what plant, and which of them have you seen before in your neighborhood or in your community? I'm sure you've seen the coconut plant before. What about the tomato plant? Have you seen them before in your neighborhood? Do you have some in your backyard garden? You can try to start growing some of these plants in your backyard garden with your father or your mother, especially the tomato plant and the pepper plant. Okay, let's move on. Are we clear? I hope you understood what we just learned. Now, plants have many parts. Okay, plants have what? Many parts. Let's look at the part of the plant. Of a plant. Plants have many parts. Some parts of the plant grow below the soil. So when I say grow below the soil, meaning they go under the soil. So when you take a knife or a hoe, you can dig the soil and you find that part. And others also grow above the soil. Okay, so some of them you see you can dig, you have to dig before you get the part. And some of the parts you just see it on the surface that is above the soil. Let's move on. The parts of the plant are 1. Flowers, 2. Stem, 3. Roots, 4. Leaves, 5. Fruits. Are you surprised fruit is also part of the plant? Yes, it is. The most delicious part of the plant that you enjoy every morning before you go to school. Some of you even take food to the school to enjoy them. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. That is the part of a plant. You can see the part of the plant. It has 2 parts. That is 2 systems. Okay, we have the shoot system and the root system. The ones at the top is called the shoot system, and those at the down is called the root system. Are we clear? Now, when we move on to the shoot system, you can realize we have the flower. And what does the flower do? It helps in reproduction. Okay, you can see the flower, the yellow substance there is the flower. It helps in reproduction, meaning it helps the plant to produce more fruits. When we take the leaf, it performs what? Photosynthesis. What does the leaf do? It performs photosynthesis. Are we clear? Let's take the fruit. When I say photosynthesis, meaning it takes sunlight from the sun for the plant to use to make its own food. Where you see that when the sun is shining, because of the green pigment in the leaf, there's a green pigment. There are some green things. There are some pigments in the leaf that collect the sun when it is shining, the rays. Okay, when it's shining on it, and allows it to make its own food. Okay, so that's how plants make their own food. So let's take the fruit. Fruit. What does the fruit do to the as part of the plant? It protects the seeds. So the fruit covers the seeds by protecting it the way your father protects you. Same way the fruit also protects the seeds. Okay, and we go back to the next shoot system, which is the root shoot system or the root system. Okay, sorry, the root system. So what does the root system do? The root system absorbs water and minerals. So it's water and minerals are the nutrients found under the in the soil. Okay, there are some nutrients that dead animals and dead plants that will form minerals and some nice nutrients in the soil for the plant to enjoy. So you prepare your indomie with eggs and those things. Plants don't eat those eggs and those things, so they also eat their own food they get from the soil. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. So the basic parts of the plant and its functions are, we're going to look at the basic part of the plant and its function. We just said it. So let's see. Root, as we just said, it absorbs water and minerals and keep the plant fixed to the ground. So this is how the root looks like. So it takes water and minerals and keep the plant fixed so that it doesn't shake and fall easily like that. Are you getting it? Then 2, stem. What does the stem do? You can see the stem over there. It holds the flowers, leaves, and what? Fruit. It holds the flowers, leaves, and what? Fruit. Are we clear? Very nice. Let's move on to the next slide. Leaves. What does a leaf do? The leaves. It produces food through photosynthesis, respiration. Photosynthesis, respiration. So when you say respiration, when the plant is breathing, okay, we human beings we breathe. So plant also breathe. Through that, it produces what? The leaves helps it to breathe. Okay, and I thought I explained with photosynthesis earlier on that when the sun collects the sun rays or the light from the sun and use it to prepare its own what? Food. It is the help of the leaf, that is the green leaves, that helps the plant to produce its own what? Food. Okay, let's take the flowers. It helps the plant to produce more what? Fruit. More fruit. That is, it helps in reproduction, or it is the reproductive organ of many plants. So when you say reproduction, where it, like your mother will be producing new children, like you have a brother, that's reproduction. Your mother was able to reproduce your brother, that's reproduction, bringing forth new ones. So the flowers also bring forth new ones. Okay, good. Of the plant. And the last but not the least part of the plant is the fruit. And what does the fruit do? Earlier on we said the fruit protects the what? Seeds. It protects the what? Seeds. Okay. Let's move on to the slide. Now, some of the plants around us have big stems and others have small stems. Some have big stems and others have smaller stems. Now, examples of plants with big and tall stems are coconut plant, odum plant, and wawa plant. I repeat, coconut plant, odum plant, and wawa plant. So you can see the pictures nicely arranged over there. As the first one is the coconut plant, we have the odum plant, so how big they are, and the wawa plant, big and tall. Okay, you can see them over there. Let's move on to the next slide. Then the pepper plant is what? Why do you see the pictures? What do you think? Guess, what are these pictures for? I think I can guess. Okay, so let me teach you what these pictures are. Okay, they are examples of plants with short what? Stems. They have short stems. They don't grow as taller as that of the odum and the wawa and the coconut. They have short stems, like short people, short stems. Plant also some are short, like the pepper plant, the okra plant, and the tomato what? Plant. I hope you're okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now, most of the plants around us have green leaves. They have green leaves, the color green. Most of them, you can see green leaves of a lot of plants. Okay, now some leaves of plants have different sizes and what? Shapes. Some leaves of plants have different sizes and what? Shapes. Remember, all plants do not have the same what? Size and what? Shape. Take note, they don't have the same size and what? Shape. Are we clear? Good. Some leaves of plants are thin and others are thick. So thin, changa changa, that's thin, tian tian, okay, like thin, very thin, and others are very thick. And some leaves are broad, they spread broad, and others are very coming together, they are narrow. Okay. Now, plants with broad and bigger leaves. So let's look at some examples with plants with broad and bigger leaves. Examples of plants with broad, large or bigger leaves are banana, plantain, and cocoyam. I repeat, banana, plantain, and cocoyam. You've seen they have broad, large, or bigger leaves. So look at them over there. You can see their leaves. As a banana plant being the first one, the plantain, and the cocoyam. See how they have broad leaves and bigger leaves. Let's move on. So we end our lesson on this slide, that is on the plant with broad and bigger leaves. Now let's move on to our quiz for today. That's the first quiz under grade 2 science lesson. Okay, remember, after every lesson there's a quiz under it for you to try your hands on. Okay, so without wasting my time, let's move on. Now, so under this video you just watched, okay, so below the video you see a blue button like this. So you click on that blue button to begin your quiz. Okay, you click on the blue button to begin your quiz. This is how it looks like. You see the word start quiz. Click on that button and start your quiz. So let me also click on mine. Remember, I'm not doing any of the answers for you. So after learning it, that is after learning the lessons, you must make sure you watch everything before you can do this quiz. Okay, let's start. Now, what is a plant? Number one, what is a plant? I don't really know the answer. I hope you know the answer. So let me read the options for you. A plant is a living thing that grows in the soil. Then the second option is a plant is a non-living thing that do not grow in the soil. So if you know the answer, all you need to do is just left click to choose the answer. Okay, if you know the answer, just left click to choose the answer. Okay, if you are using the phone tool, just click on the screen to choose the answer. Okay, let's move on. Next question. You can see only one kind of plant around us. Is it true or false? Next question. Identify the following plant. So which plant is this? Is it the onion or the watermelon? That's one. Which plant is this? Is it granite or pepper? We saw this plant when we were learning. Which plant is it? Is it lettuce or granite? Which plant is this one too? Is it lettuce or maize? Okay, let's move on. Which plant is also this? Is it pepper or maize? Which plant is this? Is it starflower or sunflower? Which plant is this? Is it pepper or tomato? The last one, which plant is this? Take a look at it very well. Please take a look at the plant very well before you choose. Is it plantain or cocoyam? Now let's move on. Plants have only one part. Is it true or false? Select all the parts of the plant from the answers given. You have flower, you have bottom, you have leaf, you have fruit, stem, root, head. So all the parts of the plant you learned during the science lesson, select it from here. Are we clear? So if you think it is this, select it. If you think it is all, select it. And finish, you click on next. Each part of the plant absorbs water and minerals and keep the plant fixed to the ground. Which part? Is it the leaf or root? Number 14. Which part of the plant holds the flowers, leaves, and fruits? Is it the leaf or the stem? Number 15. Which part of the plant produces food through photosynthesis, respiration? Photosynthesis, respiration. Is it the leaves or flower? I hope you remember all these questions and the answers, because we did them when we were learning. Remember them. 16. Which part of the plant is its reproductive organ? Productive organ. Is it the leaf or the flowers? Yes. Which part of the plant protects the seeds? Is it fruit or root? Next one. Identify the following part of the plant. So look at this part. Is it the leaf or the flower? This part, is it the fruit or the leaf? 10. Number 20. This part, is it the fruit or the flower? When you finish, you click submit. So when I click on the submit button, you check what I had. You can go and check your score. I score only 1 out of 20. If you think you are not satisfied, you can see the correct answers will be marked for you. Go through it, then you just reset it again, then you begin. Okay, so this is how it is. Reset and begin it again. Okay, so this is how it will look like. So when you finish, don't forget, always remember to leave your comment. Okay, so for instance, this is the site. So this is the site. So this is grade 2 science. So before you come here, it was already done. Everything is in order. Okay, see it over here. So when you finish doing it, see the video and the quiz, everything will be there. So don't worry. This is a demonstration for you to see. So when you finish, whatever the problem is, you can just type your comment here. Okay, so your comment is, maybe you don't understand something or you have a problem, just type the comment. You just type like, sir, please, thank you for this lesson. Then you add your name. I'll use my name. I'm Sir Collins from let's say maybe from Perfect Score gh.com school. Okay, so very nice. If there's a problem too, you type, say, I don't really understand this part of the lesson, then I will explain it for you again. I'll send you personal information. All you need to do is just leave your personal information there. It can be your number, but it's not advisable to leave your number. So if you don't understand anything, all you need to do is go here and send me an email. Here you just subscribe here. It's very important to subscribe to receive any information. Just come and contact me here with your name, your email, and you add your message here too. You click send. I will just reply you with any problem you have. Okay, and don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook. You subscribe and click on the notification bell on our YouTube channel. If you click here to send you direct. Then you can also follow us on Snapchat and Twitter. Remember, we put more information here on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, and WhatsApp. But WhatsApp, because we don't have much people, we don't put much thing there. So if you subscribe to our WhatsApp, if you join the WhatsApp group, please don't leave. All you need to do is just say hi. When you see it, we'll reply you. We get more than 10 people on WhatsApp. You start putting most of the links there for you to come and do. Okay, so as always, I say God bless you. You can also go through some of our portals there. You can go through our health portal, as health awareness portal, or the pride of what Africa. Okay, you have siblings too, or friends. You can also recommend the site for them to come and visit. Those in class 1, your school children, your school friends, those in class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5, class 6. You can also do our general knowledge quiz. How our general knowledge quiz looks like. This is our feed quiz. American male actors. If you like American movies, check it. If you don't want anything, you can click on a particular quiz, maybe grade 1. This one is general knowledge quiz 5, but there are more than one general knowledge quiz there. So I'll type, I'm looking for general knowledge quiz what? Maybe 1. So I'll just type general knowledge. Okay, knowledge quiz. So I'll just type and click and just punch there, enter. So here say they'll give you order post. Okay, see order post, type in the order post, just punch in the order post, and see 1 here, animals and their sounds. You can have 4 here, 3 here. Okay, then you can see more of order post there, and this is the 2. Okay, so you can see newer posts. So hope you like our site, and we hope to hear from you. Leave your comment. You can share and use the mobile phone. By using the mobile phone, you can realize the share button will be found below it. Okay, here. Okay, by using the PC or the tablet, you can also find it like this. Okay, share it to your friends. Share it to your friends, and if you click on the share button, these things will come. Okay, share to your friends on either any of the platform, WhatsApp, or any platform you think you have registered. All your friends there, Facebook, blah 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 blah. Okay, I hope you are enjoying our site. The interface is very nice, right? So let's look at the health awareness. Later about the health awareness, then we shall bring. So this is our first health awareness. Health benefits of banana flowers. You all know banana flowers, so you can read it yourself, right? So it's a video demonstration of that. It's a video demonstration of how you click and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel when you are clicking on it. You are watching. Okay, so until I meet you again, God bless you all. See you and be good children. I promise you, you will not regret coming to perfectscoregh.com. Until I meet you again, I'm out of here.
on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and repel any hate, go create what you want, feel compelled, yeah. And once you finally get a taste of the race, you'll never look back once you felt that. Don't let somebody